Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. Yeah, I heard that the Raiders won their last season opener in Oakland, California, before they head to Vegas. And, it appears that the Colts and the Jaguars have said no thank you to Colin Kaepernick. It figures. It ain't even really no reason to talk about that. We already know that's not going to happen. But here's the funny thing, and this is the honest to God truth. The hell with Mark. I could tell you this much. If Al Davis was still alive, he would have signed Colin Kaepernick. I can tell you that right now. Al Davis was always one of them dudes who did things his way, and he caught a lot of flack for it. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Al Davis had some funny beliefs, like he didn't believe in drafting a quarterback high in the draft until Jamarcus Russell, and he was right about that because Jamarcus Russell was an epic failure. The one time he decided to draft a quarterback high in the draft, well, Jamarcus Russell might be the biggest quarterback bust in history. Him and Ryan Leaf, for real. But at the end of the day, Al Davis wasn't into like the type of stuff that a lot of these owners are into. I don't think he would have been intimidated by Trump. If he wanted Colin Kaepernick, he would have signed him just despite the rest of the owners. Or at least if Al Davis was alive, Colin Kaepernick would be playing somewhere. Because a lot of people respected Al Davis. Al Davis was supposed to be Jerry Jones' hero. But fuck Jerry Jones. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts, if Al Davis was alive, Colin Kaepernick would be on the Raiders. That's just how he get down. Keep in mind, Al Davis took a chance on Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett was a bust. He was the number 1 overall pick in 1970. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, if I'm not mistaken, and he was a bust. And he got a chance with the Raiders. He was a backup. He got the start. And, he did some good things with the Raiders. He won 2 Super Bowls. Now, a lot of people are debating on should Jim Plunkett be in the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm going to do a video on that, on whether I think Jim Plunkett should be in the Hall of Fame. But getting back to Al Davis, Al Davis was considered a rebel. Keep in mind, he sued the NFL to move from Oakland the first time. And Pete Rozelle went to his grave giving Al Davis and the Raiders the finger. Because keep in mind, there was a rumor that Pete Rozelle and the NFL, they interfered with the Raiders being able to trade for John Elway. There was a deal on the table where the Raiders was going to give up. I know Howie Long was included in that package, and they was going to include Howie Long and a couple of draft picks for John Elway. And then they said that the NFL interfered with the Raiders being able to trade for John Elway. Because we all know John Elway was drafted number 1 overall by the Colts. He refused to play for him. He threatened to go play baseball for the Yankees or something like that. But to make a long story short, he ended up going to the Broncos, and pretty much the rest is history, But like I said, I believe Al Davis would have signed Colin Kaepernick. He would have seen what was going on, and he would have just been like, you know what, the hell with this. Because I don't think Al Davis was into that kind of stuff. He always went against the grain. And like I said, that hurt him. He didn't try to follow the traditional NFL pattern. And like I said, the Raiders fell behind to a certain degree, which to this day, they can't seem to catch up. But anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.